Hi, everybody. Okay, this is like a really aggressive look. I need to put the computer up a little bit. This is a little much. I'm back. Okay, my friends. Okay, I think this is a little better. All right, excuse the mess behind me because we just renovated our kitchen and our floors, and our office space has become our catch-all. So like there's stuff like there's hampers, there's all sorts of stuff. Thanks, guys. Red is my thing. I don't wear it often, but when I wear it, I'm all about the red. Hi, everybody. Can you just like give me some hearts and some likes and all that jazz when you come in? I am so excited to be here, guys. Like, insane excited. I'm like, is it Wednesday yet? Hi, guys. Hi. All right. So instead of just sitting here and kind of waiting for everybody to pop in, I'm just going to go ahead and get started because this is going to stay in the group and you can watch at your leisure. And we'll make sure to save it on YouTube also as a link. So if you are, you think that there's somebody in your life that needs to see this or hear our story also, you are more than welcome to share that link also. All right. Let's breathe. I got a little too excited. I have my water. Cheers, everybody. I'm on plan, so no wine for me. And you probably don't want me wind up right now. All right, so my name is Christina. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending your Wednesday evening with me. I really appreciate it. I will do my best to keep this short and sweet and to the point. Every time I share my story, lately I've gotten really emotional. I am team crybaby, so just a warning, I may need to pause and collect myself. So with that said, my name is Christina, and I am a two-star Diamond Beachbody coach. I have been a coach for 5 years, and I'll get into the details about how I get started. And I know a lot of that doesn't make sense to you now, but when you get started, you'll understand. All right, so I'm gonna start like 6 years ago when I went to the doctor because I was really tired, like exhausted. I would sleep, and I still felt like there's no energy. I got lab work done, and my lab work came back as though I was an 80-year-old postmenopausal woman. My hormones were non-existent, nothing. I had adrenal fatigue, and the reason is because I put my body under so much stress because I did the fat-burning pills that don't burn the fat. They're just caffeine pills. I did the lemon water cayenne whatever juice cleanse. I did starvation. I did the magic cow protein shakes, and it was terrible. I did it all, and my body was like, nope, we're not doing that, sister. Not happening. So my doctor put me on hormone replacement therapy. At that time, I was 34 years old, taking hormones as though I was postmenopausal. Scary, okay? And I was like, am I going to get fixed? Like, are you going to fix me? Am I going to be like normal? Thank God. I just needed to be on therapies for about 3 months, but that was my scare. That was my wake-up call that I had to do something different. And I kept seeing these commercials, these infomercials, 25-minute program. I was like, all right, I could do 25 minutes, but I don't want anything to do with those shakes. Super duper horrible Shakeology skeptic. I was in the gym all the time. I already knew all the smoothies that people were drinking and the protein you needed to take and the this and this and that. I was a smart aleck, and I was nasty about it too. I was like, no, I don't want the shake. So my husband purchased T25 for me for Christmas. And of course, he was kind of like, are you sure you want me to buy that program for you for Christmas? Like, that looks horrible. I mean, can you imagine a husband buying a wife a workout program? Like, what does that look like? That was what he was thinking, And I was like, I'm the one that asked for it. If you buy me a gift card to a clothing store, or you buy me clothes or whatever the case may be, I'm not going to wear it because I'm not happy. I don't feel good in my body. My body's shutting down on me. I need to do something for me, right? And so my journey began as a customer. I just wanted to fix myself, right? And I wanted to feel like myself again. And so sign up for T25. No thank you on those shakes. I can find something better on the market. And so I proceeded to do my T25. And 3 weeks in, everybody was losing weight. And I'm the only one that gained weight. I was following the meal plan to a T. And if you're familiar with T25, the meal plan is really, really simple to follow. And I was the only one that gained weight, and I still didn't feel good. So I was like, okay, fine, you know what? We're going to do this. I'm going to disprove this Shakeology and show that it really isn't that big a deal. Okay, so I took a picture, and I'll share this picture in here. So I took a picture when I got my Shakeology. I took another before picture. Yeah, and I was proven wrong. The shake was my missing link. So this super skeptic became like super fanatical. I signed up with the discount because I'm not stupid. I'm going to sign up for a discount, right? I'm going to save money wherever I can. I didn't want anything to do with this business opportunity. Thank you very much. I need to transform myself first. I don't have a six-pack ab. There's no way I'm sharing this. So I just continued on my journey with my health. And then people started asking me what I was doing because I'd show up to work. I was a teacher, and my pants were sagging. And people were like, you have nalgas tristes. And if you don't know what that is, I don't know how to really, I don't know how to translate that, but like it's like you have a saggy butt. Think of when children are still in their diapers and they have like, it's a full diaper and it's just hanging. Well, my pants look like that. And people were like, what are you doing? I need to know why you're literally melting. And I wasn't really like looking for the opportunity, but I was like, oh, this is what I'm doing. But it wasn't until a couple of weeks after I signed up for the coaching, for the Shakeology discount as a coach, that my husband literally cornered me in the kitchen. I still remember what I was wearing. I still remember what, like I was cooking, and he stopped me and he turned me around. He says, babe, I don't know how we're gonna survive this month. Like there's way too much month and we don't have enough money. And I was like, oh God. And I knew that there was an opportunity with Beachbody. And I had seen coaches retire from six-figure producing income like wild, right? And I said, surely I can totally and completely make $150 a week so I can take care of our groceries. I was a teacher, and I was a private school teacher at that. Private school teachers get paid $10,000 to $15,000 less than public school teachers. So I wasn't making all that much. So anything I could do to help and contribute to the finances, I was like, you know what? I can totally do that. If people can retire from their jobs, man, I can help people get started and I can make my grocery bill every week. So I called my coach and I was like, okay, let's do this. What do I need to do? So she helped me. She trained me. She held my hand. She told me what to do. And I was like, okay. And I went and I did it. And I was able to get those groceries and I was able to cover that. And thank God that my husband's in mortgages. So it's 100% commission. That's why he was like freaking out. So thank God everything worked out and he was good and his business started, booming again and we were okay. So this little, I don't want anything to do with Shakeology and I don't want to do anything with a coaching opportunity soon turned into me helping more people and helping other women find their best self and helping other women feel good about themselves, because you know what? They also had a closet full of clothes that was too small for them. And they were wishing and praying to put that clothes on again. Like, how many of you are holding on to clothes in the back of your closet? I still have outfits in my closet that I'm like, I'm gonna rock that outfit, okay? Transform 20 is gonna change that for me. So for me to help other women, that was fulfilling to me. I felt like I had purpose. And don't get me wrong, I loved my job as a teacher, but there's only so much you can do and not get recognized for things that you're doing and helping all the kids that you're doing, and it just kind of wears on you, right? And here, I was getting recognized for helping people. And so our team grew, and it was an exciting time for our business. And we were just rocking and rolling, man. It was so amazing to see these women find themselves and to grow and to just be who they were meant to be, right? They found their greatness. And in finding their greatness, dude, we became a tribe. And we were excited to share with others. And I saw these women transform before my eyes, and they decided, I need to help other people too. I need to help other people feel this amazing too. And so they did, and we grew that way. And it was so awesome. And then, ready? Here we go. In 2017, on Valentine's Day, we got the news that my mom was, it's coming in early. My mom was, she was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. And it came to us, it was such a shock and such a surprise for us, because my mom was a bodybuilder in her youth. I mean, at 45, 46, she looked like she was 30 years old. Her body was like, she was muscular, she looked amazing. And to hear this news that she has stage 4 lung cancer, she never smoked, she never worked in a factory, she was never exposed to any of these things. How in the world did this happen? So I'm already, 3 years into the business, and our team is growing, and it's a solid organization. And my husband and I, we just have this gut feeling, and we decide that what's best for us is for me to stay home, take a leave of absence from the classroom so that I can be there for my mom 100%. And it was the best thing that we did. It was one of those things where, your gut tells you to do something and you follow it, right? Like, I learned that with my mom. You follow your gut. If you feel it here, it's a little scary. It was really scary for me to walk away from the classroom, because I did love my babies in that classroom, right? But I also knew that my gut was telling me, you got to take this scary leap, right? And so I did. I mean, from March to June, my mom was diagnosed in February. And between March and June, I had taken 25 days. You can't do that as a teacher, to have a substitute there 25 days out of those months. That's crazy, and I just knew that if I came back that next year in August, it would just be more the same thing, because my mom needed me. And my mom was hard of hearing. She wore hearing aids, and she couldn't understand what doctors were telling her. And she needed my ears. She needed my brain. She needed my spunk. She needed my fight, right? I needed to be her advocate. And so we did it. So I took a year off of teaching. I said, I need to take this year off. I'm going to take a year of leave, because I need to take care of my mom. It's my turn. It's my turn to take care of my mom. So for a year, I was home, and I was my mom's caretaker 24/7. I took her to doctor's appointments. I rushed her to the hospital when we needed to go to the hospital. I became an expert at medical speak, at just advocating for her, everything. And I still have this business. I still have this tribe of women who were cheering me on, who were loving on me, who were supporting me, who were checking on me, knowing what was going on. Because this family, our fit family, our coaching family, it's like it's a true tribe. It's a community where you can just reach out and say, hey, I need this favor. Hey, I need this. I need you to fill me up right now. Can you do that for me? And they will, like this, right? And they were there for me. And our team continued to thrive. Our team continued to do their thing. People were still getting transformations. And all of this, my mind was just flooded with all things cancer treatment and chemotherapy and immunotherapy and radiology and all of these things. And as time progressed, my mom's cancer the initial tumor, the primary tumor, did not change. In June, she had a PET scan, and the PET scan showed that it spread to her spine. And so she started radiation treatments, and radiation treatments are very heavy. And I was able to take her and bring her home, and it got to a point where she was in a wheelchair and she needed real care. September, it started spreading in her spine again. It just was eating her alive. In November, it spread to her lung, her entire, the tumor was in the lining of her lung. The lungs were clear, but in the lining of the lung, it was this tumor, which is why it could not be removed. It had to be treated. And There was another scan that was done, and it showed that the cancer spread to her lungs, and it spread to her brain, to her frontal lobe. And she lost like 20 pounds. She was 100 pounds. It was all I could do to keep her strong and healthy and fed, right? But in November, she made the decision that she didn't want to continue with treatment. She was done. She said the only thing that she would do would be the CyberKnife, which is a specialized radiation treatment that for the brain, because the doctors, where the tumors were, the brains told her that she would forget her family, she would forget the people that she knew best. And her greatest fear was to forget her daughter and forget her grandchildren. So, sorry. So she did that one last thing to try and just hold on. She was a fighter. And in December, she did the CyberKnife, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work for her. She ended up in the hospital room a week later, or the ER a week later, and it just wasn't the right thing. But, you know, one of those things, I was there for her because of this, you know? And in January, actually, a year ago on Friday, I signed the paperwork to place her under hospice care. And I was able to be there to share with the hospice nurse everything that she went through. I knew every single appointment, everything that was talked about at every appointment. I was able to give her as thorough information as I could. And this business kept going. And this is what brought me life and hope, right? And belief in all of this pain. And it was another program that I had started called 80-Day Obsession in January that kept me focused, because I needed to take care of me. We knew the cancer was terminal. We knew my mom was going to go eventually, and I had to learn I needed to learn to live, not being cancer caregiver and advocate. And these programs literally saved me. I don't know how I could have done all of this without this community and these workouts. I know it sounds crazy, but it helped me focus on me and focus on my health, because I was still living, right? And unfortunately, a year to the date that my mom was diagnosed, on February 14th, 2018, at 12:54 a.m., I watched my mom take her last breath. I told you needed tissues, and I don't have any. But I was there for her 24/7. And it was because I said yes. Because I said yes to my fitness, because I said yes to my health, because I said yes, I needed to be a better me, that it completely evolved into this bigger thing for me. And I know that, we read personal development to help strengthen our mind and to be better leaders. And I know that personal development is what helped me to just be really strong in these times. And trust me, I have really weak moments. Trust me, I am grieving still, and I know that I'll grieve until the day I die. But I am strong in this pain. And going through this, I can relate to so many women who have gone through traumatic experiences, whatever it could be, because trauma is trauma is trauma, right? And I can relate. I know what it's like to just not care. Say, that's it. What's the point, right? But we can't stay in that fire, right? We need to rise from these ashes, and we need to rise up, and we need to move forward, right? And grow. And, this business gave me freedom, number one, from my physical and my emotional, angst of, not feeling healthy because I was in adrenal fatigue, to being able to provide groceries on a weekly basis and contribute to the family income on a weekly basis because I was helping somebody else. How amazing is that? To being able to finance my daughter's choir and my son's baseball and all these little things that I was able to do. It created this sense of freedom, right? And in all of it, I had a tribe supporting me and cheering me on and recognizing me and like rocking my world and picking me up when I'm like, I was on the floor. They were there to pick me up. This this has been an absolute blessing in my life, and I'm not going to shut up about it. I have to share this opportunity with so many and with anyone and anybody who will listen, because it is that powerful, because it is that important, because there are women out there, perhaps you're one of them, that's looking for something more, whether it be in your fitness and your health, or whether it be in your finances. Maybe you're not being recognized at work. Maybe you don't have that tribe at work. Maybe you're missing, there's something missing, but I know that this is the opportunity that will give it to you. I mean, where else do you get compensated and rewarded for working out, drinking a shake, taking a picture? Well, that's the extra stuff. Reading a book that helps strengthen your mind, and then inviting other people to come and like hang out with you and play and work out and get healthy, right? So I want to close this up because I'm already 22 minutes in, but I just want to encourage you. You were invited here today to watch my call, to watch my story, because somebody saw something in you that they believe can shine in this opportunity. And they believe that you can like move mountains doing this. So be open. If you have any questions, comment below, and or ask the person who invited you here. Ask the questions. Ask all the hard questions. We are happy to share that with you. We are an open book. There's nothing weird or shady that we do. We literally just help other women become empowered rock stars. So I leave you with that. I hope I was able to get everything in. I get emotional and I get a little foggy. But I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Go figure, I forgot the tissues, right? If you have any questions, again, comment below, or speak with the person who invited you, and have an amazing night. Thanks again for hanging out with me, guys. Bye.